I don't know if I introduced myself, but I'm Michelle Cameron, and I have the honor of being the first Albertan to win an Olympic gold medal. And it's my honor to introduce someone who is going to make a first for Calgary. And yes, I want to introduce a true champion, Barb Higgins. A true champion is someone who doesn't watch things happen, they make things happen. She's a woman who is compassionate, committed, real, and authentic, and she cares about this community big time. As many of you know, Barb co-chaired the United Way campaign in 2007 and helped raise a lot of money for Calgary. She was a big influence on me following in her footsteps to help make some substantial change in the city. She's a leader, and a true leader inspires possibilities, right? Do we see possibilities ahead? She's been listening and been on the heartbeat of Calgary for years. She is a true Calgarian. She listens, she's a leader, she inspires, and I want to welcome our next mayor, Barb Higgins. So excited about Monday. We're on the home stretch. We're going to give her all the energy. Look at the support here. It's going to happen.
Thank you, Michelle, and let's hear it again for Mary Kate. Wasn't she fabulous? And thank you, Michelle. Michelle and I have been friends for a very long time. We met many years ago, but the most memorable of our time together was we were at Canada Olympic Park, and we were both invited to go bungee jumping. And so I was at the top, and they screamed, 3, 2, 1, bungee! And you're supposed to jump. Well, they called it, and I'm standing there. And they called it again. 3, 2, 1, bungee! And I'm standing there, I can't do it. And so finally the third time, the only reason I jumped was because there was a video camera rolling, and I thought, if I don't jump, I'm never, ever gonna live this down. So I have to jump. So I finally jumped, and Michelle was at the bottom, and she says, should I go up? And I said, Michelle, don't go. Do it. Don't do it. So here, this has kind of been like a bungee jump in some ways, you know? There are some similarities where it's just about being bold and stepping out. And yes. And that's what this city is all about. This city is about being bold and taking the leap and trust and working together. And that's why I made the step to get into this race, because Calgary needs positive change. It's time for positive change. I want to thank you for being here, our party in the parking lot. Thank you so much for coming. It has been such an incredible journey the last 14 weeks, and I'm looking out and I'm seeing all these faces, so many, all of you who have been here. Oh, it's been such a journey. Thank you so much for being part of this incredible experience. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, we've been to mosques and to churches and to schools and to businesses and to community associations and barbecues in backyards and tea parties in people's living rooms. It's been incredible how all of Calgary has pulled together, because what's so extraordinary about being in this process is the passion that comes out, the passion for our city. You all feel it, and this is when it hits the peak, because we are about to make a very, very big decision. This decision is about leadership. It is. We are about to create change in leadership. And from the beginning, I've talked about the 7 priorities that make a city great. And, you know, the most important thing about all of that, something that came out of my mouth at one of the forums about a week ago, was that, you know, a great city should have nothing to hide. And that goes to the whole fiscal responsibility and the accountability and the transparency. And Calgarian, we don't get a choice about whether we pay taxes. We don't get that choice. So we deserve to know that our money is being spent wisely and it's being watched over properly to the highest standard. So I'm not going to get into all the priorities. I suspect most of you have read all that, looking around. You know, you've been part of that whole process. So today is really about thanking you, because when I think about this whole journey... When I think about this whole journey over the last 14 weeks, what comes to mind is the people. It's the people I've met along the campaign trail, starting with our first volunteer gathering in Eau Claire at 1886. Thanks again to Blaze. There he is again. Thank you for your support. But, you know, it was a civic worker who came up to me, this tiny, tiny woman, and she said, "Barb, please come to City Hall and help restore my sense of civic pride." So many people on the campaign trail are slamming people at City Hall. And what I have witnessed over these weeks is people who love their jobs. And they want to do a great job for this city. And it's about pulling that team together at City Hall. So I think of this woman, and I think of the incredible experience I had yesterday in the mosque. Imam Syed Sohawardi invited me to speak to this room of people who are praying. And what an incredible experience it was.